Hello my friends, welcome back to All the Mods 8. Last episode we made a massive bunch of progress through the mod mechanism. And this episode we're going to capitalize on that and go even further into the mod. As you can see, I've made some modifications to my base, and I've also got a couple of mistakes from last episode that were huge that I have to fix. Anyway, let's jump in and I can show you, embarrassingly, what I mean. Oh yeah, here we go. So it's never good to be making mistakes, but yeah, I made a pretty big boo-boo. But before we get on to boo-boos, take a look at this. So I kind of souped up what we have over here. Instead of just having one electrolytic separator, I made two more. And what this does is it gives us much more capacity to make hydrogen and oxygen. However, the electrolytic separator needs more power than a gas burner can generate. So it's not a self-sustaining cycle. So we do need to worry about power at some point, because it feels like in this version of all the mods, power requirements for Mekanism are a little bit more savage. As you can see, there is also loads more power cables going around the outside of the room, and that's because what I want to do is use the lift shaft as both a power conduit and an item one. So what I'm going to do eventually is have every single floor hooked up to a computer with a grid and have power that's connected up here all the way down to wherever we're making power. Anyway, you come outside and you can see I've decorated a bit the balcony with some orange stained glass. Looks pretty good. And we've also got this massive outside bit. And why? Why have we got an outside area? Well, I'll show you right now, because we're going to jump into the later stages of Mekanism, and that means we're going to need a thermal evaporation plant. Now, thermal evaporation plants need to see the sky because, as you'd imagine, they use evaporation, which means we need the sun, our big old bro in the sky, burning up, filling us with radioactive rays. So yeah, what was this boo-boo? Now, some of you might have already known, because if you were here for last episode, you probably saw me do it and thought, no, what are you doing? So first things first, I've added a floor to the upstairs, which is good, but also bad, because yeah, it means the solar panel can't see the sun. And yeah, now we get no power. The computer's dead. Oh no, wait, the computer's dead. And there we go, generating power back in business. Oh, that's very quick, isn't it? So yeah, as you can see over here, I've made a few more compacting drawers because I was so inspired by how amazing this one is. I wanted to have 4 more, and we'll get those configured in a second when I tell you what my massive boo-boo is. So the reason why the storage drawers weren't working is because this storage controller is from a different mod. How did I not see this? It's from sophisticated storage, not functional storage, which is apparently where these drawers are from. Ugh, massive pain in the bum. And so here we have the storage controller from functional storage. I should have known, and look at that, quest complete. Anyway, let's start to think about what we can... Oh wait, no, hang on a sec, I've got to put down the thing. Right, of course. So storage controller goes here, boom, like this, and that means it's plugged in to our storage network. We right click on it with a linking tool, boom, controller configured to the tool. And now we literally just right click on chests, like this. Oh yeah, beautiful, and they're all part of the system. Amazing. Anyway, that was the boo-boo. Storage drawers are now back in action, and we've saved a lot of space from our main computer network and configured the storage controller correctly. So what are the next steps? Well, it's, kind of on with Mekanism. Although, do I want to move my computer yet? I think, you know what, I kind of do. Now, I'm very nervous, actually. If I break these storage blocks, do they lose what's inside them? Are we going to, right now, lose absolutely everything we've ever gained, needed, required? God, I hope not. But I don't think so. Well, only one way to find out. So we're going to just put the computer here. And what we can actually do is kind of just move our grid around as we change floors. There's no reason for us to move it ourselves until we're ready to. So we're going to use cable to go all the way downstairs. And now, as for the storage blocks, these can kind of be anywhere we want. Now, some of you guys have said at home, you really should be using hard drives in a disk drive. And you are right, but for the time being, what I've got works, and so we're going to stick with it just for now. So we'll plonk it there. there, and then one underneath it right there. And here we are. Now, fingers crossed, the moment of truth. Have we lost all of our stuff? No, it's here. Whew. Just wipe the sweat from my brow now because that was a real nervous moment. So the computer's on this level, all of our mechanism stuff is on this level. That's pretty freaking fantastic. We're in a great place going forwards now. Although we can probably move this coal generator. It's a bit in the way right there, isn't it? And also let's bring this heat generator into the fold as well. There we go, looking good. So we've got metallurgic infusers, power, cables, and the ore processing system. And there's some osmium ingots, very nice. So, with a great deal of mischief managed, let's open up the quest book. We're skipping most of this, and let's go back to Mechanism. Wait a minute, what's going on over here with Getting Started Part 2? Does it tell us we should go back to Mechanism? No, what's this? Upgrading our smelting machine. The iron furnace can be upgraded all the way to unobtainium. It's time for an upgrade. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to replace the energized smelter from Mechanism, which, don't get me wrong, is a real beast, with an iron furnace. There we go, we have an iron furnace in the computer, no sweat. It's used with gold, or whoa, gold blocks and bars. That's crazy. But a quest is a quest. So here we go. Iron furnace into gold furnace. Boom, quest complete. Oh, and we get the block of gold back. Oh, that's really good to know. Sometimes doing these quests is worthwhile because you actually get most of the materials back. Now, the reason why we use an energized smelter is because it can use power, but we can kind of configure one of these golden furnaces to do the same. So let's do it. We'll plug this in right here. Set it up the same way we set the other one up. You input from the left. Auto input, yes please. And you auto output to the right. Like that. But at the moment this is not accepting power at the back. Why is that? Well, let's look into it. What do the quests say here? Wireless power for the furnace. Fuel efficiency. Augment speed. And augment blasting, converts to a blast furnace. Now that could be actually really good because all we want this thing to do is to cook ores and ingots. Let's try and make some of these upgrades and see what happens. And the best upgrade for a furnace right here is the power one. Converts it to a factory. Wait, adds more slots for input and output. Oh, so it converts it to like a mechanism factory. Very cool. Well, let's make all of these right now. So we're going to try and make all of these because this is really going to soup up our furnace dreams. Number one, we're going to want a wireless heat receiver. So we'll need a redstone comparator. Boom. And we've got the rest of it. Boom. Wireless heat receiver. We'll also need a transmitter to send the message. It's about sending a message. And I'm trying to be economical here with my craft, so I'm not making more than I need at the moment. Boom, wireless heat transmitter. But also while we're here, and this should be pretty quick, we're going to make these other things too. So fuel efficiency, bam, in the bag. Augment speed. Oh, I need some sugar, but we have loads of sugarcane, so that should not be a problem. Wait, where is the sugar? It's in the... Oh, we're not hooked up to the drawers again. Oh, my bad. There we go, much better, much better. And last but not least, a piston. Quests, yeah, there we go. So wireless power, boom, in the bag, get the block of redstone back, very nice. Augment speed, so we made one of these. And the last one is augment blasting, which I think is a good upgrade for us as well. And there we go, the quadrifecta of upgrades to furnaces. And let's plug all these in. So here we go. Golden furnace. And augments. Oh, wait, what? We've only got 3 slots in here. Well, that's okay. We're going to make it a blast furnace. We're going to give it... Oh, some of these are a different color. So this is blue. And then the green. We can either make it fuel efficient or we can make it speedy. Now, this is going to be a bit of a slow burner, so we're going to put fuel efficiency on this because it's hooked up to our ore processing unit. Basically, we'll put all the ores in here, forget about it, come back a day later, and bam, we're swimming in ingots. And what that means is we're more about efficiency of fuel and less about speed. So there we go, blasting efficiency and factory, and as you can see, boom, now suddenly the golden furnace can hold 4 items at the same time. That's pretty frickin' nuts. Let's hook this up properly and get it exporting items into the purification chamber. I'm gonna need to move some of these bits and bobs to make space, unfortunately, but we should be okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 16 iron pipes. I love that you get 16. That's a huge amount and perfect. So we're going to configure some of these sides with the pipe wrench here because we don't want this piping into the gas burner. That's ridiculous. So here we go. There we go. That's closed off. We want this one to suck like that. And now everything we put in here will go into the purification chamber. There we go, a chest full of ores ripe for the ore duplication process. Now, this is still going to require a little bit more power than is in our system. And as you can see, slowly but surely, the power levels in these machines are going down. So we are going to have to find a way to get more renewable power, but that is a problem for tomorrow, not for today. We'll just leave it to do its thing and come back later for loads and loads and loads of metals. Oh, so we could go to the Twilight Forest now for some reason. I guess you need a diamond to make the portal. Very cool. Or we could make a diamond furnace. Really? I mean, that's a bit extra, isn't it? Also, what's this? Redstone into something into redstone plus... What? What is this logo supposed to mean? I don't get this. We're going to forget Twilight Forest. We're going to forget, you know, the nether, netherite, all the modium. We are playing Mechanism. What's next on the quest? Now there's a whole bunch of interim quests up here that we could kind of complete right now. Things like basic mechanical pipes and, well, they get you more of the same as a reward. If you need mechanical pipes, you'll get some more from doing that. So we'll skip that for now, but what we're really doing, the whole reason why I built an outside bit is we're going to try and get to the next tier of ore factory. So chemical injection chamber is what we want. It's the next step in our ore processing factory, and this goes to the left of your purification chamber. So where is that? Oh, so we have to move the whole thing along by one. Oh man, that's always a pain, isn't it? But you know what, that's fine. We'll need some steel for sure, so let's get that smelted up. Lickety split. Oh, steel dust. So the chemical dissolution chamber on the left. Whoa mama, refined obsidian ingots. Ultimate control circuit, we are going to need to get some obsidian. And also, kind of, some diamonds. So let's go and find the purple good stuff. So, numero uno, obsidiani. Now, we're not going to cannibalize our portal over here. We're going to have to go down and find some lava underground and just drop some water on it, dig it up. So we're going to try something a little bit different now. Instead of just stopping here at minus 16, I'm going to actually do what you guys have suggested I do and dig much further. Because yeah, you can actually go a lot lower than we did before. And I've got loads of ladders, so there's absolutely no chance I'm going to be stuck without a ladder down at the bottom of a hole. There we go. Now we do have to be very careful because we could end up digging into lava. What's this? Ochrum? Is that required? Well, let's just vein mine a little bit. Oh, and I'm glad we did because here's the real deal. Gold. Where are we? Oh, hang on a sec. Bedrock. Here we are. Okay, right. Very close. So I guess now we just start, just tunneling in a certain direction. Let's give it a go. Got my hammer out. Shouldn't be too bad. Man, it's always really rewarding just to do a mining episode, even though sometimes it can be a bit boring because I'm stuck in a mine. I am getting some real valuable stuff that's going to come in super handy later on. And now that we've got our mechanism set up, sorted kind of, we can duplicate everything we make quite effectively. Oh, a cavern. Amazing. So here we go. Deep slate diamonds. Loving it. Now the crimson iron pickaxe is actually tier 3, which, oh, hello. I don't think you're a real chest. No, oh yeah, here we go. It's loot time though, because these things usually have really valuable stuff. Ow! Oh, they hit hard though. What did he drop? He gave us an obsidian skull, temporarily immune to fire damage when hurt by fire. That's amazingly good. Let's put it on. We kind of want to hunt these mimics quite savagely because they give us so much valuable, cool stuff. Now, let's not get too distracted by this. Ooh, raw silver. Because what we're really down here to grab is obsidian. That's kind of the only thing, which means the only thing we really want to find right now is lava. Now, there is a lack of diamonds so far. I'd hoped we could find more. Ooh. Oh no, oh no, these guys are tough. Oh, or not. Am I a badass now? I guess I'm a badass now. Ah, there we go. Lava ahoy. Took me a while to find, but now I'm finally here. Let's get the good stuff. And what I like to do is keep the water flowing so that if we do accidentally fall into lava, it quickly becomes obsidian and we don't lose it in any way. So the diamond hammer is going to be a great way to get all of this obsidian, and vein mining is going to be amazing too. So this is 14 blocks of obsidian right here with this one dig. Amazing. Lots of obsidian and even more to gather. Let's just keep doing this. And the hum of machines signals that we are back at our base. And luckily enough, the power is held out. They're still going. That's pretty cool. So action stations, where are we with Mekanism? We want to make a chemical injection chamber. We need a couple of bits of obsidian. Okay. So we need refined obsidian ingots. Oh, right. This means we need to make the osmium compressor. That machine that we skipped before. Well, it's time to go back to basics and make the osmium compressor. Yeah, and we need advanced control circuits for this, which are, oh, yeah, easy to make. Let's just put a little bit of osmium in here. But yeah, man, for an early game item, the osmium compressor needs some really insane stuff. Like, the advanced control circuits aren't too bad, but these infused alloys, they're quite expensive to make. I'm not gonna lie. So, with the metallurgic infuser, and especially with diamonds, you kind of never ever want to be putting raw diamonds into the metallurgic infuser. You really do always want to enrich it first to get the most bang for your buck out of a diamond enrichment. Oh, but that reminds me, we're also going to need another metallurgic infuser for obsidian as well. And as if by magic, boom, the osmium compressor. So where are we going to put this? We kind of need a place for all of the ad hoc machines that don't really have a use. I guess we'll just put it maybe up here. Yeah, why not up here? Osmium compressor. So that should be a quest done as well. Yeah, there it is. And yeah, only good for one or two things really. One of those is reinforced obsidian ingots. So we're trying to make the chemical dissolution chamber. We need refined obsidian ingots. In the osmium compressor, that is refined obsidian dust. And we get refined obsidian dust by literally just crushing. Aha! Now to get refined obsidian bars, we need to enrich. Oh my god, yeah, we need to infuse diamonds into obsidian dust. Well, this is actually kind of where you want another crusher off of your system. An extra crusher off the system, but still nearby. So we're going to want to crush the obsidian that we gathered earlier. It should be in our backpack. So you get obsidian dust by either using a crusher or... Oh, wait. Oh, no. So you get obsidian dust by using the enrichment chamber. Oh, no. I wish I'd known. Well, okay. We're just going to borrow the enrichment chamber then. Now, luckily enough, the conversion ratio is pretty good. 1 obsidian in the enrichment chamber gets you, what, 4 dust? That's pretty good ratio. So now we're going to infuse this. We're going to use the diamond over here, add obsidian dust there, and this should make refined obsidian dust. We are going to need a bit more diamond in the metallurgic infuser though. So it's time to enrich some diamond. Ooh, feels like a bit of a waste, but it's actually not. We do need this stuff. Oof, okay. Oh, and there's the enriched diamond. This is the stuff you want to put inside the metallurgic infuser because, boom, this gives you much more capacity. It's much, much more worth it. Okay, so we have the refined obsidian dust. How do we make the chemical dissolution chamber? Well, oh no. Wait, what's this? Osmium. There we go. Refined obsidian ingots. Perfect. What's next? What else do we need to make? Ultimate control circuits, which are atomic alloys, and elite control circuits. Oh, so we need refined obsidian inside a metallurgic infuser. This is where things are getting really spicy now. 2 basic chemical tanks. Oh, that's a quest as well. Nice. We're going to need some iron. Have we got any iron yet? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's coming through at last. Here we go. The final metallurgic infuser is going to be for cooking with refined obsidian dust. But again, we can also use the enrichment chamber to turn some of this refined obsidian dust into the enriched version. There we go, the good stuff. And again, you always want to be working with the enriched version because, yeah, you get 8 versus 1. Much better. Ooh, very nice. So yeah, once again, it's always worth collecting these quests because you never know what you're going to get. And we just got some enriched obsidian, which is great again for this machine. So, the chemical dissolution chamber, ultimate control ingots, atomic alloy, reinforced alloy put into here. So I have some reinforced alloy. It was a quest reward. Wow, 4 of it as well. Perfect. Oh man, it's very time consuming, this whole mechanism thing, because so much of your time is left waiting for the metallurgic infuser, for the crusher, the combiner, the purification chamber, the furnaces. It's all a really lengthy process, but ultimately, in the end, very, very worth it. Also, I wonder, can we make refined obsidian ingots into the tools now instead of diamond? What's its properties? Harvest level of 3. That's pretty good. Same as the others. And it's got a very good durability. Malleable and hard. Ooh, you know what? This could be our new uniform tool upgrade material. Well, that's something to consider down the line. Ooh, there we go. Top tier alloy. Atomic alloy. There we go. The final piece of the puzzle. The steel casing and chemical dissolution chamber. Boom. Woo. Wait, what? Quest complete? Come on. There was a quest for that, right? Ultimate control circuit. Thank you very much. Did I not do the quest? Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, it felt like a really complicated craft, and now I know why. We've jumped from tier 3 all the way to tier 4. Oh, what a joke. It's a chemical injection chamber that I want. Oh my god. Oh, this is so much easier to make. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, you know what? It's okay. I will need a chemical dissolution chamber at some point, so we're just going to go with that for now, and let's see if we can make an injection chamber. Oh my god, okay. So what do we need and what are we lacking? Okay, well, we need these elite control circuits. I'll need 2 of those. Shouldn't be too bad. Dissolution, no, injection. Made that mistake before. We need 1 more reinforced alloy and a purification chamber, which means we need an advanced control circuit and an enrichment chamber, which means we need a steel casing. Oh my god, it's machine within machine within machine here. So the enrichment chamber, boom, into the computer. Now the enrichment chamber becomes the purification chamber. Boom. And the purification chamber becomes, with 1 more reinforced alloy, our final goal, the chemical injection chamber at last. Oh, injecting in 1, 2, 3, what? 4? What's that? What's that supposed to mean? Is that a reference I don't get? Anyway, there we go, the chemical injection chamber. Oh, at last. It's the next step in the ore processing factory, goes before the purification chamber, very easy. And oh my god, so it requires hydrogen chloride to operate. To find out how to create hydrogen chloride, follow the quest above. Here we go. And so this is where it branches off. You need to make a thermal evaporation plant, and I don't think this is going to be cheap, but it should be kind of fun. So a thermal evaporation plant is a multi-block structure. That's my favorite 3 words in Minecraft, multi-block structure. Oh yeah. Spells out fun in another language. And yeah, turns water into brine, salty goodness. That same stuff that goes in your hot dog water, yeah, that's what we're making. In fact, why do we need to make this? We can just get hot dog water, hollow in the middle except for the base, and the top is obviously exposed to the sun. And any of the sides can have a controller or a valve. So it's a controller, the blocks, and a valve. Well, let's see what these require. Evaporation. Put these on the left as well to make it easier. And oh yeah, this is a very, very, very simple craft. Look at this. So 4 steel gets you 4 blocks with 1 copper ingot. So luckily enough, I've had some steel being cooked up in the infuser. Let's see if we can make some more now. Steel is really the big sticking point, isn't it, with these mod packs? You always need so much steel. 2, quest complete. So this should be absolutely everything I need. Anyway, this is where the fun begins. Let's go and place this outside. Now, is it me or is it just really foggy? Oh, no. So when you're inside, it gets really foggy. But when you come outside, the light kind of fills your eyes and it gets less foggy. Very cool. So what does the quest say? Just collect these rewards. Delicious. 4 by 3 by 4. I think that's XYZ, which means it has to be 3 blocks high and 4 by 4 wide. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then fill the rest in. And then 3 high. Yeah, we've run out of blocks, so you do kind of need quite a lot more. So here we go. Now I want to say that one of these blocks is going to be an input, which is where you put the water in. And we're going to make it this one right here, if I can. There we go. So we'll put the valve here. And another valve here. So in and out. We'll have the water over here, goes in through here, and pushes out the other side. But we'll put the controller right in the front as well. Now I'm going to need 3 more of these. Is that real? Wow. Okay, here we go. So this should create the multi-block structure. Oh yeah, a nice little red glow means I think we're in business. So, thermal evaporation plant. We're gonna use another kitchen sink, of course, to pipe in water from the right. Now, kitchen sinks are pretty easy to make, so I'm not too worried about that. So here's a kitchen sink. We should have some pipes in here as well. So let's see if this works. A kitchen sink right here. Pipes coming out. The old pipe wrench. This pipe wrench is so good, and pipes is actually the best mod, hands down. Aha, yes, so water is filling up very, very, very slowly. And the thermal evaporation plant is kind of heating up as well. I think once it gets to like the right heat, it's going to start making water. I also think there's ways you can make the thermal evaporation plant warmer so it makes brine quicker, but I can't remember, to be honest. I'm sure there's a way. Maybe if you do it in like the desert or like a desert biome, it will work. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, for now, this is going to be great. Or is it? Why are we not getting any brine? Well, what does the quest say? Maybe you need like a certain amount of water before it begins. So here we go, heating up our brine production. Right. It produces brine based on the internal temperature. Several methods to increase the temperature of the plant, including building them in a desert. I knew it. The fuel wood heater burns buckets of lava, which can then, typo, be piped in using a pipe that transfers heat. So a heat pipe. Amazing. And the resistive heater uses RF per tick. Right. So what we kind of want to do is set up some solar panels and renewable things out here, along with some heaters that heat up this entire system. Oh, in fact, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to build some more wind generators, put them all along there on the rise, and they are what's going to generate heat for this thermal McJiggy-jig. So here we go. One valve here next to the water, and we're going to dig into the stone here. And yeah, put some wind generators up there. This should be pretty good. I think this will work. Okay, so the resistive heater. We need energy tablets, infused alloy, redstone dust. Oh right, a lot of this stuff is still in my backpack. There we go, boom. An energy tablet in the bag. Everything else is done. All we need is the steel casing. Got that now. And a resistive heater in the bag. Amazing. Now I do think we're going to need a heat pipe. So where is this? Basic thermodynamic conductor. I think this is the one. And the chemical infuser. What do we do with that? It combines two gases. Right, so we use this, plus I guess some hydrogen, to make the hydrogen chloride, is it? Yeah. Hydrogen bromide? Something like that. Oh man, chemicals. Oh, the old chemicals. So we want the thermodynamic conductor to go like this. And we're going to put the other machine into the wall. We're going to embed it. Like, where is it? Like this. Does that work? Yeah, I think that works. And let's plug in a couple of these wind gens. Now they should be okay. I think here's good. Yeah, one. And then the other one, quite far from it. Yeah, so they don't mess with each other. And then we put the cable in. Okay, so let's put this to the test. Yeah, now we're making heat. Like a dog in season, we are cooking with gas. Bromide gas. And is this working? Yeah, look at this. So now it's increasing the temperature of the thermal evaporation plant. That in turn is creating brine, and at quite a healthy rate. And that's only going to get quicker as we get a higher temperature. Wow, that's very cool. So my friends, what is the next step? Ooh, well, next we have to make the chemical infuser. This is what's going to combine the two chemicals to make the compound. Chlorine with hydrogen to create hydrogen chloride. There we go. Oh, but wait, hang on a sec. So we're going to need, I think, more than one of these, because this doesn't create chloride, this creates brine. Brine is used in the, electrolytical separator? So brine separates into both sodium and chlorine. Okay, and then the chlorine is used in the infuser with hydrogen to make hydrogen chloride, right. So what we can do, and I kind of messed things up earlier, this is where you're going to see another one of my boo-boos, but I put down these electrolytic separators, but I never actually plugged them in, so only the bottom one is currently actually working. Now this is no huge problem because what we can do is just dig behind here and add in some more power cables. So yeah, we'll plug in one of them, so we need two running on this thing ideally anyway. There we go, make that a bit neater. But the top one can certainly go the journey, so we'll just get rid of these pipes and recycle this into what we want it to do. Now the big question is, this is going to create sodium as a byproduct. And what do we want to do with sodium? Well, we are kind of going to need it at some point, because look at this. It's used in something to do with Mekanism. I think probably something like fusion reactors. So we put the separator right here. We've got a fluid pipe that's going to bring the brine down into it and have that automatically suck. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have... Oh god, this has got to get plugged in as well, doesn't it? Well, maybe we could use the power from the windmills for this as well. Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. So the electrolytic separator is now making oxygen and... What? Hello there. Future Sjin here, and basically, yeah, as I'm editing this back, I realized the mistake I made. So basically, I picked up this electrolytic separator from inside, and it was already full of water. Now, in my haste, I thought that the water was coming out of this big evaporation plant, and we had the sides configured wrongly. What I didn't realize was it was trying to put brine in there, but the thing was already full of water. So I spent about 20 minutes messing around with this, trying to get it fixed. But the truth is, there was nothing really wrong. All I had to do was turn the machine on, have it burn up those gases, and empty itself so that I could then fill it with brine. But we're going to skip forward to, sometime in the future where I've not messed around for half an hour trying to get this to work. So while we wait for this, let's think about this. It's going to turn this into sodium, which we can store, and chloride. Then we need to combine the chloride with hydrogen, which is going to come from these separators over here. Instead of going into the gas burning generator, we're going to put them back into the system. And that means we can get rid of this gas burning generator. Now this might be a time actually to craft the, the personal shrinking device. Yeah, here we are. We need an ender pearl. Do we have one ender pearl? So, yeah, but we don't have one of the buttons. Boom, a button. But yeah, this is going to be really useful for shrinking ourselves really small. And what this will do is this will let us shrink down to smaller than the wires so we can get behind things and configure things much, much easier. And okay, let's do it. Boom. Make me small. Is it going to do it? There we go. Ooh, now what's the power draw from this? Not too much. So it used 5,000 to shrink me once. So we can get behind the pipes now. Oh, this is going to make it so simple. Ooh, it's a bit weird on the clipping, but yeah, look at this. So now we can get rid of the gas burning generator back here. See you later, alligator. And instead we can send the hydrogen out the back here. Oh man, this is so good. Oh, this is going to make configuring things so much easier, isn't it? So the chemical infuser. Now this is quite exciting. This is a block that I haven't really used before. Again, it looks very similar to how the electrolytic separator looks. Oh no, wait, I see what it's got to do. We've got to turn this bad boy around because it's got to kind of output the other direction. Yeah, here we go. So it's got to take chemicals from the left and the right. It'll be, I guess, hydrogen in this side. And then we're going to put the other one in this one. If this electrolytic separator will ever lose all of its water. It's getting there, just very slowly, mostly because we're running out of power here. So we've got the chemical infuser down now, and the evaporation plant. Now it's time to use the injection chamber. So where is that? Where do we put that? The injection chamber. There it is, chemical injection chamber. And this goes right next to the purification chamber. Boom. Okay, right, so we think the fluid is going to come out from the back here. And then we'll bring it, I guess, down. Wait, what? It's a gas? Is it a gas? Hydrogen chloride? No, that can't be right. Maybe it is. Electrolytic separator, accepting brine at last. Oh my god, thank god. So the brine is being turned into... Oh, it's not dumping. Don't dump. Only dump the excess. So it's making sodium on the left and chlorine on the right. And that's kind of good for us because it means we can just bring a fluid pipe here, here, and here. And it should put... Wait, what? So is chlorine a gas? When is a gas a gas? Yeah, so it accepts gas. I guess chlorine is a gas. And now it's going back into the injection chamber. Okay. Oh man, this is a complicated episode, eh? Boom, there we go. The chemical injection chamber now has hydrogen chloride. Ooh, so now we can start, well, basically repairing some of this damage we've done inside the walls. But that's okay, right? Yeah, a bit of wood here. Give me that raw silver, because we are doing a test run. And we're going to do it normal size because, oh man, it's a bit weird being that small. So here we go, 1 clump of raw gold. Let's see what happens with this. Plug in the power. Now we do have power problems. We're really on a deficit because the one wind generator and solar panel is really not cutting it. So don't worry, we are going to be upgrading that. But here we go. Now there is power in the mix. Let's put one piece of raw gold into the chemical injection chamber. And it's going to auto-eject to the right. Hello? Wait, what? Am I doing this right? Oh, very interesting. Oh, right. So it has a limit. You need at least 3 pieces of ore before it gets going. Okay. Now that could be a bit of a problem, actually, because what if you kind of like just... Oh, that's a weird sound, isn't it? I like it, though. Well, no, I don't like it. It's like a weird rave, a spooky rave. But that's a bit of a problem, because what if you have like only 2 bits of ore and you just get stuck? You get your system gets jammed up. But yeah, that turns it into 8 gold shards. So we put 3 ore in there. From 3 ore, we are going to get... We'll count it up at the end, but here we go. Okay, so all the shards are through the purification process. Next up, they're going to be crushed into the enrichment chamber and the golden furnace, which is just chugging along, no worries at all. And there we go. So let's count this up. We had 3 clumps of raw gold, and we have made 8 bars. Oh my god. So to double 3, you'd get 6. All this has really done is add an extra 2, but it's kind of messed up the process because it's really tricky having to juggle around only working in clumps of 3. Oh man, yeah, because what if you have 4 iron ore? You're just completely boned. Like 1, 2, 3, 4? What's going to happen? You're going to get 3 of it turned into shards, and the other one's just going to be stuck in here gumming it up while we wait for it to do our iron. Yeah, that's terrible. That's a really... that's terrible. That's ruined it. Oh, no. Well, there's probably a way for us to filter items that only go in here in groups of 3. But it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? It's a bit of a slap in the face. But that is where we're going to call this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So we did quite a lot this episode. We built the evaporation chamber, got it all set up with the heat exchanger as well. Also, we built a few more chemical machines, and we kind of upgraded our ore processing to, well, 3 into 8. Although, because of the way it works with, the groups of 3, it's kind of useless. If you guys at home have any ideas about how we can dodge around that weird 3 blocks of raw ore requirement, do let me know, because at the moment I'm kind of stuck thinking it's always going to mess up our machines and we're never going to be able to smelt different ores. Now, next episode, I think it might be time to take a bit of a breather and pay a bit more attention to the colony. Anyway, thank you for watching, hit like and subscribe, and as always, a massive thank you to all of my Patreon members and YouTube members. You guys are amazing. Until next time though, take care.